guest, Shri Ashwani Kumar IPS, Director, Central Bureau of Investigation, Government of India. Sir, Shri Ashwani has held a very different variety of positions in the Government of India, ranging from District SP Shimla, Solan, Lohal and Spiti in 1977 till 1985, to Assistant Director PM House 7 by 9 Racecourse Road, SPJ, New Delhi 1985 to 1990. Then moving on to DIG, CID and Range Shimla 1991 to 1995, IG and DIG Vigilance Shimla 1995 till 2000, Additional Joint Director CBI New Delhi 2001 to 2006, Director General of Police Himachal Pradesh 2006 to 2008. Where he's been facilitated with a lot of rewards and medals in the appreciation from Prime Minister of India, Home Minister and MOS PP, Special Duty Medal with BAR 1979 and 1980, Indian Police Medal for Meritorious Services in 1989, President's Police Medal for Distinguished Services 1999. With a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our very honorable chief guest, Shri Ashwani Kumar IPS, on the stage to share a few words with us. I might also add that he has been actively involved in taking new IT initiatives now and again. I request Mr. Alok Vijayan, Director, Info Dominance Group, to please come ahead, facilitate, sir, with a bouquet of flowers. So it's an honor to have you amongst us today. If you would just address the audience.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all of you. I am aware that you have had a very busy day today, so I will not take long in detaining you and giving my inaugural speech. At the outset, I thank the organizers for this wonderful opportunity to be here amongst you. I am acutely aware that all of you are brilliant, hardworking, and leaders in each of the fields that you are manning today. It is a great privilege for me to be invited to this function and also an honor to inaugurate the India Technology Leadership Summit 2009. Ladies and gentlemen, as you are aware more than me, that today's world is more connected than it ever was in human history. The meaning of protecting the nation and its critical infrastructure was and is still in many minds understood as physical security guarded by the armed forces. But in today's cyber world, the idea of physical boundaries does not exist. In fact, it never existed. The physical and geographical boundaries of the villages, of the towns, cities, countries have vanished. Today we need to protect the digital boundaries, and this can not be done by any armed police or the armed forces. It can only be done by technologists, by experts and professionals like you. And the country and the world is looking up to you to ensure that our digital world, internet and WWW are protected. The innovations in communications and information technology have paved the way for new areas of productivity and made our lives much more comfortable. But the irony is that the very same technology has made the nations and organizations much more vulnerable and afraid of attacks which earlier civilizations were not. Even an ordinary citizen with a few hours of research on the World Wide Web can easily exploit these loopholes and weaknesses in our system. We rely on the internet and IT for a variety of things: the banks, to pay our bills, to shop, to run power plants, to manage air traffic, to operate satellites, to control dams, and control the flow of water in rivers. We use IT to communicate. Acts of cyber terrorism cannot only protect us from these attacks, and we need to develop new systems which will help us in protecting our society and the systems. I'm sure that working together, all of you will be in a position to find solutions to these. It is not just India which is facing these threats. It is a worldwide phenomenon. We know India is a major software and IT offshoring hub, where thousands of companies and millions of IT professionals work on global accounts. It is critical that India provides the best IT services, the best IT solution, and the best IT security to the world. Many times, a question is asked, what is the major problem that India is facing? Many people give many answers. It is said that perhaps corruption and crime are the biggest problem that the country is facing. Some people say it is overpopulation. Others say it is lack of education. They blame the bad infrastructure. They blame the inefficient bureaucracy. We also blame individual values, ethics, violation of code of conduct. If I am asked this question, I will say the major problem that India is facing today is lack of leadership and good teamwork. Why is leadership so important today? Leaders manage and lead us through times of change. Ladies and gentlemen, you are aware, this change has been happening in the last 2 decades since the internet and WWW came in. We require leaders to manage this change for us. The leaders determine the direction that the society and the industry must take. They move organizations from where they are to where they need to be. Leaders make things happen. They shape our work culture. They use all management tools that are available. The leaders are, in a sense, revolutionaries. They face reality and mobilize appropriate resources. They encourage others and form teams to achieve the goals and objectives which each one of us has. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, this conference, this Summit of Technology Leadership 2009, I congratulate Security Bytes and OWASP India for organizing this Technology Leadership Summit today in New Delhi. I am sure that with so many bright, intelligent, and hardworking professionals sitting in front of me, you will be able to find solutions that this industry needs and this country and the world is looking forward to. My best wishes and blessings are with you, and especially the organizers, and I thank the sponsors for organizing, for making this summit happen. May all of you succeed in your endeavors. With these words, I inaugurate the summit. Thank you. Jai Hind.